Good evening to everyone. Good evening to everyone. This is Nadia from pantechelearning. So this workshop today workshop is based on deep learning, right? Okay. Uh, what is deep learning? Actually, before know about deep learning, we must have knowledge on artificial intelligence, right? Okay, here first we discuss about deep learning. That means what is deep learning and what is the basic goal of deep learning. Then we basically learn about artificial intelligence. Then we move to deep thinking about deep learning. Okay. Okay. Actually, deep learning can be considered as a subset of machine learning, right? Then this deep learning field that is totally based on learning and improving on its own by examining computer algorithms. So while machine learning use simpler concepts, right? So if we take deep learning means deep learning work with artificial neural network. So which are designed to imitate how human think and how human can learn. So based on it, deep learning will work. So until recently, neural networks Neural networks were limited by computing power and thus were limited in complexity. Right? However, that advancement in big data analytics and data science and machine learning, we have permitted larger sophisticated neural network that allowing computer to observe, learn and react to complex situation faster than the human. Okay, so this is the main thing of deep learning. Then it has aided image classification and language translation, speech recognition and facial recognition, and it can be used to solve any pattern recognition problem, and without human intervention we can do this all the things. So this is the main goal of deep learning. Before clearly discuss about deep learning, we must know what is the artificial intelligence and what is the machine learning, then how they propose to deep learning, then only we can understand, right? Okay, what is mean by artificial intelligence? Actually, we know artificial mean man-made thing, right? Intelligent mean knowledge representation. So man-made knowledge representation, so that is called artificial intelligence, right? So if we take artificial intelligence means the type of machine have own thinking, own knowledge representation skill, own problem solving skills, etc, etc, etc. Okay. Okay, nowadays the world technologies are growing very fastly, right? So here we are getting touch with the different type of new technologies. Okay, one of the booming technologies of computer science is artificial intelligence, because before that we know one point, artificial intelligence is a one of the part of computer science. Okay, so which is ready to create a new revolution in this world by making intelligence machines that AIs are now around us. It currently working with variety of subfield range. It ranges are general to specific, like to self-driving car, playing chess games and proving theorem, playing music, painting, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so those are the field of or applications of artificial intelligence. Okay, then goal of artificial intelligence. Actually, here I mentioned six main goal of artificial intelligence. So one thing is logical reasoning, then knowledge representation, planning and navigation, then natural language processing and perception, emergent intelligence. Okay, okay. First thing, logical reasoning. Logical reasoning means machine have capable to thinking logically and it have capable to solve if we give any problem mean it can solve that problem. Okay, so this is the logical reasoning. That means simple machine have logical thinking. Okay, then knowledge representation. So in any one place we need to represent our knowledge or we need to make one decisions means so machine have that capability. Then planning and navigation. One of the best example for this planning and navigation is our self-driving car. Okay, because machine have that capable. So previously it have capable for planning and it can execute that proper planning. Okay, then NLP. Actually, we know some languages. How machine can know human language? How machine can know human language? So using natural language processing only. Then perception. That perception is one of the important part in deep learning. Laterly we will discuss about it. Okay, then emergent intelligence. Emergent intelligence means if any emergency situations means machine can react for that situations. Okay, so that is the emergent intelligence. Actually, basically, artificial intelligence have four types. First type is reactive machine and a limited memory, then theory of mind and the self-aware. Before deeply discuss about those things, we must know about one point. Why we know what is the artificial intelligence and what is the application of artificial intelligence. Few things we know, right? Then why the artificial intelligence is very important nowadays world. Artificial intelligence is one of the booming technology, right? But what is the important of that artificial intelligence? We must know about those things, right? So those are, with the help of artificial intelligence, we can create a software device and we can solve a real world problem very easily, and its accuracy not like to human work, so it will give a better accuracy. Okay, so we can use this type of system in health issues based domains and marketing traffic issues, so like to that we can solve many problems. Then this type of AI based machines, using that AI based machines we can create our personal and virtual assistant, such as nowadays also we use some more personal assistant, so like to Google Assistant and Siri, Cortana and Alexa. Okay, so those are innovation of those are implementation of artificial intelligence only. Not only these things, so with the help of AI we can create we can build a robot, and that robot can work in our environment where the survival of human can at risk. For example, in army. Okay, army is one of the best example. In army we can implement AI based robots. Okay, so from that we can secure our soldier. We can secure our soldier. Okay, then that artificial intelligence is open path for all the new technologies and the new devices and for new opportunities also. Okay, uh, yeah, now we discuss about types of artificial intelligence. Okay, so first thing, reactive mission. Reactive mission is nothing, it just react for human informations. For example, everyone know about Ludo and some online games, right? So those are the best example for reactive mission. So in reactive mission, there is no memory need to store mission's past experience. So it just act for human guidance or human word. Okay, if we take Ludo means we actually we play one side, another one side computer will play, right? So there is no interaction, actually there is no memories need to store any past information in that device, right? So reactive missions means this is a simple implementation of AI. Then limited memory. Limited memory means it have some memory space, so using that memory it can store some past experience or past data of that particular missions. So these missions can use stored data for limited time period only. So example for this limited memory is self-driving car. So this is one of the best example. For example, why we tell self-driving car mean, in first time I traveled by using self-driving car, it chose one path, but that path will take more time to reach particular destination. So second time that car never choose that particular path because of its story, its past experience. Then next time it will think, we choose this path mean it take more time, so we will choose another some path. So like to that mission have capable for thinking and decision making. Okay, so that's why this is the best example for limited memory. Then theory of mind. Okay, theory of mind, it should understand the human emotion and people and beliefs of people, and it can able to interact our society like to human. Okay, this type of artificial intelligence machines are till now not developed. Okay, but researchers are concentrate to making this type of AI missions. Then next type is self-aware. Self-aware is one of the future implementation of artificial intelligence. This mission will be a super intelligent and will have their own consciousness, sentiment, and self-awareness. Once it will get implemented, mean we need to face lot of problem because that machines will be a smarter than human mind. So self-aware AI does not exist in real world till now. Okay, actually these four types are capability based artificial intelligence, uh, functionality based artificial intelligence. These four types are another three types also there in. So those are based on its capability. So those are first one is narrow AI and general AI and strong AI. Then here what is the role of narrow AI? Okay, let me discuss about it. We can call narrow AI or weak AI. Actually, narrow AI is a type of one type of capability based artificial intelligence mission, so which is able to perform a dedicated task with the intelligence. The most common and currently available AI is narrow AI only. Because another two, actually general AI also in research field, But third type, that is the strong AI, that strong AI is still now not get developed. But why nowadays we are using a narrow AI only? Because nowadays we create one mission, one AI model, mean that one model can do one task only at a time, right? So that's why, so that is called weak AI or narrow AI. Because of in this whole world, till now we reached 0.5 percentage of AI technology only. Okay, so that narrow AI can't perform beyond its field or limitations, or it's only trained for one specific task, right? So hence it's also termed as weak AI, or we can call narrow AI. Okay, example of this narrow AI is Apple series and Alexa. So those are the best example for narrow AI. Then come to general AI. Actually, general AI is a type of intelligence mission, right? So which could perform any intellectual task with efficiency like a human. The idea behind the general AI to make such a system with could be smarter and think like a human by its own. So currently there is no such type of system. So the type of AI is still now in research field only. Then super AI. So super AI level of intelligence of system at could suppose human intelligent, and it can perform any task better than human with cognitive property. So it is an outcome of general AI only, super AI. Okay. Okay. Then now we discussed and now we detailedly know about what is AI and what's the goal of AI, and types of AI also we know, right? Okay. Now we need to know important some application of artificial intelligence, right? So actually, nowadays if we take any one field or any one domain, mean in that domain we use any minimum type of AI missions, right? But majorly we used for bank fraud detection, online customer support, and cyber security and virtual assistance. Not only this field, we used artificial intelligence in astronomy and healthcare, gaming field, finance field, and data security, social media, travel and transport, automotive industry, robotics, entertainment, etc., etc. We fields we used to nowadays, right? Okay, then this is the one of the main important diagram, because now we know about artificial intelligence and machine learning. Sorry, now we know about artificial intelligence, right? So actually, machine learning, we know artificial intelligence is one of the part of computer science, right? Then here machine learning is one of the part of artificial intelligence. Deep learning is one of the subdomain of machine learning. So we want to know about artificial deep learning, mean we must have minimum knowledge in artificial intelligence and machine learning, right? So now we have clear idea about artificial intelligence. Next we move to machine learning. Okay, actually, if we take machine learning, mean it take a lot of time to explain about each and every steps and algorithms, right? So I just I just tell about the overall concept of machine learning. Then we deeply discuss about deep learning and its concept. Okay, so actually, machine learning is nothing. Machine have capable for thinking, right? So that's only we discussed under the artificial intelligence. Machine have capable for thinking, right? Anybody have doubt on it? No. Okay, so here, how machine can get those knowledge? Because we are human, we have brain. In within our brain, within our brain we have a lot of neurons, so it have capable for thinking, and we have sixth sense. So we have capable for thinking and knowledge transferring. We can store our past incident in our brain, right? So how machine can do those things? Because machine that is don't have any brain, right? Then how it can do means, actually in our childhood day we learn one thing means, uh, how is it possible, how we learned. For first time we saw one tree mean, that time we don't know that is tree or not, right? So in our first standard or LKG UKG, we studied some books, right? In that book our teachers are tell to us, our teacher only teach to us. So this is tree, and this is apple tree, and this is a banana tree, like to that they only teach to us. Then our parent teach to us, so this is a tree and this is a plant, like to that they only teach to us. Okay, from the knowledge we learned something, right? So like to that mission also need to learn. Okay, in starting stage mission don't have knowledge, so we need to transfer past incident or past data something, we need to transfer to mission. So once we transfer the mission can learn those all the data, and after that we give any some new data mean, so it have capable for prediction and classification and identification. Okay, so this is the machine learning. So under the machine learning we have some types, like to supervised learning, unsupervised learnings, and reinforcement learning, like to that. Okay, okay, this detail now enough for us. Okay, now come to deep learning. Okay, so actually, if we use machine learning and machine learning technique and machine learning algorithms, mean we can't train a huge amount of data, because we give certain amount of particular limited amount of data, mean it will give better performance and better result, but number of data will be get increased, mean that time that machine learning algorithm can't give better performance for that huge amount of data. So its accuracy and predictive level also will get lost. Okay, so in that time deep learning is introduced, and this deep learning concept is totally different from machine learning, because so this is fully dependent on human brain neurons. Okay, biological, that means biological neuron mean it have this type of structure. uh, okay, so this is the structure of biological neuron. Our brain neuron have three part, right? So first part is dendrite. This is this only give input to our neuron, and the second part is cell body. So the cell body is nothing, it just information processing happen in our cell body. Then third part is axon, so this is the output of our neuron. Okay, so this is the human neuron working concept. Now come to our artificial neural network. Okay, So like to that, our artificial neural network also have three layers. The first part is input layer, then hidden layer, then third part is output layer. In input layer, we need to feed our input data. In hidden layer, it get training. Training means learning process will happen here. Then output layer, all the trained data are then moved to output layer. Finally we got output in our output layer only. Okay, so this is a artificial neural network structure. Okay, now we know about the structure of biological neuron and artificial neuron, right? Then next is important of deep learning. Important of deep learning also we discuss now, right? Because of we can't proceed our large amount of data using machine learning, so that's why uh, we moved to deep learning. Okay, actually machine learning work only with a set of structured and semi-structured data only. But in deep learning, we can work with both structured and unstructured data. If we take machine learning, mean we can't work on unstructured data, but we can work on structured and semi-structured data. Okay. Then this deep learning algorithm can perform a complex operations and it will give efficient output for it. And while machine learning algorithm can't like do that, then we use machine learning mean label the sample data to extract the pattern, and while deep learning concept, so large volume of data is input and it analyze the input data to extract feature out of an object. Then final point about the importance of deep learning. So this is performance based, because the performance of machine learning algorithm that will get decrease number of data increased means performance will get decreased. In deep learning, it maintain the performance of the model. We need so for that we definitely need deep learning model. Okay. This is the working process of neural network. So actually here we give our input x1, x2, x3. Okay, so one thing before know about this neural network, we must know about computer vision technique. Okay, actually I'll tell important of computer vision laterly. Actually computer vision is a one of the important part of artificial intelligence, right? So for that implementation of computer vision, Python provide a OpenCV module. OpenCV means nothing, open source computer vision library. So it's mostly used in image processing and machine learning, computer vision, deep learning. So in this field only we use this OpenCV. So using this library we can identify a particular object and we can classify a particular type of images, and we can recognize a human face and a human handwriting also. Okay. Okay, now we know about OpenCV software tool. Then what is meant by computer vision? That's mean computer vision is nothing. It have capable for storing, reading, writing, and manipulating of images and videos. Okay, actually mostly the computer vision is used in AI technique, and that in that field we to process that algorithm we use some to process that image we use some algorithm. Okay, that algorithm is mostly depend on deep learning only. Some example for this computer vision applications are self-driving car and our photo editing like to Snapchat and our inbuilt mobile filtering apps, robots. So those workings are fully based on computer vision technique only. So like to this only exactly machine will work. Actually this is a human vision system and this part is computer vision system. If we take human vision system means we give input to our eyes, right? So here eye is the sensing device, so it captures some images from our real-time environment, that's mean from our input, and it transferred to our human brain, right? So then here come to brain. So the brain is a interpreting device, so this is the responsible for all the understanding of image content. Okay, so eye is sensing our input image and brain get understanding about it. Finally we know that a bowl of fruits are orange, banana, lemon, peaches, like to that. Okay, the same input we give to machine mean here sensing devices is camera. Okay, so camera have capable for sensing and it transfer the data to brain. Here brain is interpreting device, that interpreting devices is our PC. Okay, then after that understanding, here machine will know bowl of fruits are orange, banana, lemon, peaches, like to that. Okay, okay, why I introduced this computer vision system mean actually here we give some input, right? So this input are consider before we discuss about machine vision system, right? So there we give one input is that is image type, right? So consider here all the input are x1, x2, x3, x4 are consider your image pixels values. Okay, so we take one image and we convert that image to array format. That array conversions are based on image pixel value. Okay, so once we give input means then it move to hidden layer. Before it reach hidden layer, some weightages are get add with each and every input. So that is the that only here we mentioned. So our input is x1, x2, x3, x4, weight is w1, w2, w3, w4. Okay, then each and every weight multiplied with our input mean finally we got x1 w1, x2 w2, x3 w3, x4 w4. So this data only moved for our hidden layer. So here each and every data will get trained mean finally some bias will get add on it. Bias means nothing. Actually bias is used to make decision. Okay, based on error it will make decision, that's why we use bias. Then final output is here we got. Okay, next come to this diagram. Here our predicted output is y cap. Okay, so firstly we take our training part. Consider in training part we have okay minimum 100 images we have. Okay, so each and every images are get trained like to this. So finally we have our predicted output y cap. Okay, then we give one image for testing purpose. That image also first read by input layer, then moved to hidden layer. In hidden layer it get trained with the neuron, finally it moved to output layer. Okay, so here our actual output is y. Okay, then our predicted output is y cap. So next step, we need to find out cost function. What is mean by cost function? Okay, before know about that cost function, come to here. Actually, how that machine will get trained, data will get trained mean, weight added data are moved to hidden layer. In hidden layer, we use some activation functions. Okay, after getting training, all the outputs are will get add. Okay, then only we can get our final output in output layer. Okay, cost function is nothing. The differentiation between the actual output and the predicted output is called cost function that represent the error of our model. Okay, for example, y minus y cap equal to 0 means our model is well trained model, and it will give better classification outputs. Okay, in case y minus y cap will give any some amount of value like to 1 to 5, like to that it give any value, mean that value represent error of our model. Okay, actually consider here. Here we give some input to the machine. Okay, so this is the pixel of input image that is moved to our input layer. In input to in between it, before reach it hidden layer, some weightages are added with our input. Okay, then some biases also get add with it. Okay, then it moved to hidden layer, then finally it moved to output layer. In output layer, actually our given input is considered square. Okay, so our output also square, mean that is good. Okay, so in case it predicts circle, mean for example y minus y cap is give some value, mean that time it have chances to predict our output is circle or triangle, like to that. Okay, so in that situations we need to feed that error to our input. So again our data is moved to input layer, and another some weightages are added with our input, then it moved to next layer, then finally it will come to output layer. Again we need to check our actual output and predicted output, and we need to calculate cost function of that output. Okay, so this type of working is called backpropagation neural network. Okay, okay, the next is application of deep learning. Actually, we already discussed about AI applications, right? So like to that, virtual assistant, autonomous car, service and chatbot, facial recognition, shopping and environment. So those are the main application of deep learning. For example, our entertainment app, entertainment Netflix and Vivo. If you search any movie in Netflix, for example, you search some comedy movies in Netflix. Okay, so next you search something in YouTube or any other browser, mean that time it shown some ad. That ad are fully based on any some other comedy movies, right? So here mission learned you are thinking, right? What is your taste, which type of movie you liked. Okay, those things are machine learned here. Okay, then only it have capable for suggesting some ads relevant to you. Okay, so this is the example of deep learning. And the image coloring app, if we take image coloring, means actually image have three type of colors. mm, not three type of colors, actually image have three type. First one is colored image mean RGB, and black and white image and grayscale image. Okay, in case our input images are like to this grayscale. For example, uh, before 15-20 years our TV or black and white TV only we used, right? Nowadays only we have color TV. Okay, how we got this type of colored pictures? So using deep learning implementation only. Okay, so this is our, consider this is our input, that our input is in format of black and white or gray channel. Okay, if we moved that input to neurons, means that neuron adds some weightages to that particular image pixels values, right? So that weights are fully based on image color property. Then it moved to next layer. After that finally we get our output, mean that output is, here we changed to coloring image. Okay, so image coloring is one of the application of deep learning. Then image captioning is nothing, we have one image, that image represent any one scenario, mean we know what that image will represent, that thing we know, right? The machine how can learn those things? Is this possible? That mean, yeah, possible, because using deep learning we can do those things also. We give lot of different kind of image to machine. Here we take some different kind of animal and the machine will get learn about it, and then next based on its movement it can generate image captioning. Okay, okay, then okay, we know how deep learning will get implemented, and deep learning goals, deep learning importance, deep learning workings. So everything now we discussed, right? So advantages means using deep learning we can handle large amount of data sets. We can train with more than 3,000 10,000 images also we can train. So it has the ability to implicitly and detect complex and non-linear relationship between dependent and independent variable. So using this deep learning we can perform detection classification also, right? uh, and it has ability to detect all the possible interaction between the predictor and variable. Yeah, actually, uh, before that I mentioned one word, right? Perceptron. What is mean by perceptron? Perceptrons means, uh, actually perceptrons means nothing. It's one of the basic type of neural network. Okay, basic type of neural network. Actually neural network type in the session we didn't discuss. Actually neural network, deep learning have three type. The first thing is artificial neural network, that's mean ANN, and CNN, convolution neural network. Then RNN, recurrent neural network. Okay, so here perceptron is a basic neural network, a basic type of ANN. So it have capable for classify two category of data only. Actually there is fully based on binary classification, so that is called a perceptron. Okay, perceptions means nothing. Perceptions means, um, if we perceptions means, uh, for example we need to train your devices, we need to give some knowledge to our machines, mean. So first thing, the machine, we need some devices. So that we get input through that sensing devices. That sensing devices may be camera or mic, anything. Okay, so that capable of sensing a input from a sensor and get trained using that value. Okay, that is called perception. This is the actually perception and perceptrons are important important in deep learning. Okay, I forgot to said about it, so that's why finally I tell about it. Okay. Okay, thank you to everyone. Any questions? So do you have any questions? Means put in chat box. I'll reply for that question. Any questions? Any query? Okay, once again, thank you to everyone. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.